Hey everyone, and welcome to Top Think. Today, we're going to learn about how to deal with that feeling of emptiness. Now, let's begin. Number 1, acknowledge your problem. If you're struggling with emptiness, denial is the last place you want to be. Many people make the mistake of ignoring their problems for too long. They pretend their emptiness doesn't exist, hoping the issue will magically fix itself. But you know it won't. In fact, your issue might get worse until it starts taking over your life. So, what should you do instead? Psych Central explains in a 2018 article that acknowledging your problem is a great place to start. It's one of the most effective ways to slowly come to terms with your emptiness. But how do you acknowledge your problem in a positive way? One approach is to hone in on what changed in your life. You might ask yourself, am I feeling unsatisfied with my career? Did a loved one pass away recently? Am I lonely after a breakup? All of these changes can create powerful feelings of emptiness. So it's important to know exactly where your emptiness comes from. This strategy focuses on bringing those specific feelings to the surface. Many people instinctively bury them deep down, but those buried emotions still affect your mood and your attitude. That's why this approach encourages people to acknowledge those negative emotions, to stop denying or feeling guilty for their emptiness. Instead, Psych Central recommends showing yourself compassion. Stop trying to change your feelings and start forgiving yourself for having them, because feeling empty is hard, no matter who you are. Number 2, the power of journaling. Journaling can be a powerful form of self-reflection. Not only does your journal offer a place to quietly think about your daily life, it also gives you an opportunity to explore your own emotions. According to the University of Rochester Medical Center, if you're struggling with emptiness, that emotional exploration can work wonders. It can help you understand your feelings and gradually put those negative emotions behind you. The one big problem with journaling is its reputation. Most people simply don't understand what journaling does or why it's helpful. You might have this vision in your head of a teenager writing love notes in their diary. To you, journaling might feel childish or like a waste of time. But the truth is, your journal can be an amazing place to work through your emotions. You can use it to blow off steam, work through stress, or just get a better understanding of yourself. In other words, journaling can be as serious, therapeutic, or lighthearted as you want it to be. So don't shy away from the experience just because you think it's not for you. So, how exactly does journaling help you deal with emptiness? A 2011 study from the Journal of Creativity and Mental Health explains that journaling, or any kind of expressive writing, develops self-awareness, personal growth, and emotional intelligence. A slightly older study published in the same journal in 2009 describes how expressive writing helps you understand your emotions, because it turns those abstract emotions into something tangible, which makes them so much easier to wrap your head around. When your emotions feel real, you start asking difficult questions. You start challenging your assumptions, and over time, you learn more about your own shortcomings. There are quite a few more studies that describe just how effective journaling can be. It can help with everything from loneliness to work-related stress. So if you're struggling with emptiness, if you're feeling lost or unfulfilled, just try putting your emotions down on paper. Number 3, examine your relationships. Why do outgoing and popular people still struggle with emptiness? How can someone like a celebrity feel empty when they're surrounded by friends and fans? When it comes to relationships, quality trumps quantity every single time. Many socialites try to deal with their emptiness by making more and more friends, by connecting with as many people as they can. But the problem is, those connections never move past the surface. 1 or 2 deep, meaningful friendships can outweigh hundreds of shallow ones. In other words, you should take the time to really bond with the people in your life. You should get to know them and let them get to know you. Because those personal bonds are going to tell you one of two things. Either you'll find people you can genuinely trust, people you can communicate and connect with on a deeper level, or you'll realize that you're filling your life with the wrong kinds of people. You might be surrounded by friends who are toxic or who just don't care about you for you. Those bad relationships can make you feel lonely, trapped, and unhappy. So if emptiness is something you struggle with, you might want to take an honest look at your relationships. Number 4. Avoid social media. Emptiness pushes many people toward social media. You might rely on the likes and compliments from these online communities to boost your ego, to make you feel like you're important or that you matter. Those things are true. You are important and you do matter. But social media isn't the right place to deal with your emptiness. Why? Well, because that virtual attention disappears almost instantly. It might make you feel good in the moment, but it's just a distraction. And those negative emotions, those feelings of emptiness, are going to come back even stronger than before. A 2018 study from the University of Pennsylvania investigated the mental impact of popular social media platforms like Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. It turns out the more time participants spent on social media, the more lonely they felt. Their general well-being suffered, their self-esteem diminished, and in some cases, their self-worth disappeared entirely. If you're feeling empty, social media is not the answer. Yeah, I know it feels good to see people like your photos and comment on your posts, but overusing social media can make you feel empty over time. So, to move past your emptiness, spend less time online and more time in the present. Number 5. Close your wallet. Much like social media, shopping is another trap that can make you feel even emptier. The media makes all kinds of promises to fill that void in your life. Every day we see commercials that advertise adventurous, happy, and exciting lifestyles. We watch actors live the lives we wish we were living, and deep down we become convinced that some expensive product is the only thing standing in our way. So what do? We open our wallets and we shell out some cash, only to realize we're no better off than we were before. The simple truth is, no high-tech phone, expensive sports car, or advanced game system is going to make your empty feelings go away. No matter how much money you spend, you can't buy things like fulfillment, meaning, or purpose in life. These are priceless emotions that you have to discover all on your own. So instead of scouring the internet for your next big purchase, search for something bigger inside yourself, because there are plenty of fulfilling things you can do without spending a dime. Number 6. Alone time. When they're feeling empty, many people turn to the world around them. They try to spend more time with friends and family. They experiment with all kinds of new activities, hoping one of them will fill that void or give their life some exciting new direction. But is that really how you deal with emptiness? According to Psych Central, a better answer is to do the opposite. Set aside more time to spend by yourself. No matter where your emptiness comes from, alone time can help you overcome those negative emotions because it helps you get in touch with your own thoughts. That's the problem with constantly socializing or trying new activities every 5 seconds. You're filling up all the space in your life, which means you spend a lot less time thinking about yourself. In a sense, you're using these distractions to run away from your emptiness. But you can't run away forever. That's why alone time is so important. It gives you room to digest your thoughts and make the kind of mental and emotional changes that really chip away at your emptiness. But there is a right and a wrong way to be alone. Many people spend their alone time thinking about their own negativity. They sit alone in the dark, feeling bored and aimless. But this kind of solitude will leave you feeling even emptier than you did before. Instead, Psych Central recommends filling your alone time with motivational activities like self-reflection and setting new goals for your future. These habits focus on solving your emptiness, not just running away from it. That way, you rediscover a sense of purpose in your life and embark on a new and exciting journey. Number 7. Reinvent your routine. Routines can be an effective way to build motivation and self-discipline, but sometimes if you do the exact same routine every day, it can make you feel empty, like you've lost that spark that wakes you up in the morning. You may feel like you're just going through the motions instead of feeling truly passionate about your work. So if this sounds familiar, it might be time to change your routine. Okay, let's say you want to light a fire under yourself in the morning. You might add a workout regimen right after you wake up, or figure out an exciting way to inspire yourself on your way to work. Even those small adjustments can inject a bit of novelty back into your life, and that novelty makes things more fun and interesting. So whenever life is starting to feel stale, don't be afraid to reinvent your daily routine. Hey, thank you for watching Top Think, and be sure to subscribe because more incredible content is on the way.